I wanted to talk about the recession quickly as well, yeah? Mm-hmm. How does someone, you've been through 2-3 recessions now, right? This, from speaking to other people, my dad, many people, entrepreneurs, they say that this recession coming up is going to probably be one of the worst recessions we see. Especially, this is going to be my second recession, but first as an adult, right? How does one prepare for a recession? What do you do to survive? Because they say millionaires are made from recessions.
Okay.
So,
this is really important. The most probable thing that you can do without recessions or with recessions is to be truthful to yourself. Mm-hmm. That's the first. And honest to you. And keep things simple. Really simple. Don't make it complicated. So, think of a recession like the weather.
Yep.
The recession is the winter. The boom is the summer. So when summer happens, what do you put on?
Your best clothes, t-shirts.
You put shorts, t-shirts.
Yeah.
And you go out and you bask in the sun.
Yeah.
You're going to get a tan. You're going to feel good. And it just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Feel good, bro?
Yeah.
Don't have to do a lot to feel good. Winter comes. If you're still wearing your shorts and your t-shirt, you're going to freeze your butt off.
Yep.
You are going to be colder and you're going to get caught out. So what do you put on?
Jackets,
coat,
gloves,
jacket,
scarves, everything.
And the more prepared you are for the cold weather, you find yourself enjoying it, don't you?
Yeah.
You get to go out and play in the snow, build snowmans and throw snowballs. It's fun. Why?
Because you're prepared for it.
Because you're prepared for it. So we have a recession coming. This is going to be the worst recession you've ever seen. I'll give you, there's 10 factors I can give you. I'm going to give you 3 because there's too many to keep going on about. But this is the perfect storm. Interest rates, how much have they gone up? They've gone up 600%.
Okay. Yeah.
600. How is that possible?
Oh.
Interest rates were at 0.1%. They went from 0.1 to 0.25%, a quarter of a percent. That's 100% increase.
Yep.
110% to be exact. They went from a quarter of a percent to 0.5%. That's another 100%. 0.5% to 1%. That's another 100%.
Yep. Kept doubling, essentially.
Doubling.
Yeah.
So somebody that had a £500 mortgage at 0.1% and it went to 0.25, it's now 1,000. 0.25 to 0.5% is now 2,000.
Yeah.
1% to 2% is now 3,000. Do you see the significance?
Okay. Yeah.
These are massive. That's why these are the highest rates of interest rates to go up in 40 years.
Yep.
That's one. So somebody that could have been paying £500 for a mortgage is now going to be paying 3,000. On top of that, you've now got fuel prices have doubled.
Mm-hmm.
On top of that, you've got the NFT and the cryptocurrency million and billionaires that use the word flippantly as investment. They're not investments. They're gambles. Anything that can go up by 1,000% in a day and come down by 1,000%
It's a gamble.
is a gamble.
Yeah.
No matter how you put it or how you cater it. And that you ask one cryptocurrency trader one way to describe it, he'll give you an expert opinion. You ask another, it'll be completely different.
Mm-hmm.
There's no science back behind it.
No, not at all.
Not at the moment.
Yeah.
And fourthly, buy-to-let property. Government has taxed it to death. You can't claim your expenses anymore.
Mm.
You have to declare that as profit or put it in as your own pocket. Why would you kill the golden goose?
Mm.
Land tax, right? On higher rate properties, I think over £1 million, are 10%. So let's just equate this. £1 million is made up of 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100,000, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 10. You're going to pay another one of those in idiot form.
Yep.
for nothing. So the government is slowly taking and taking and taking. There's another 6 I could come up with. All just as bad. All just as bad. So if you go back to the 1920s recession, which was the roaring 20s, the stocks and shares were the same as them. People were investing in stuff they didn't know. They were gambling. So those gambles, when have you ever seen it before that cars, people are prepared to pay a 20% premium on a new car because the car can't come, because they can't get the electrodes or whatever it is from the country. They can't get the products to build the cars quick enough.
Yeah, it's never been done before, never been heard before. Yeah.
So you take all of those factors, and I don't see people's salaries rising. I don't see my profits rising. I don't see any of that happening. So where's the money going to come from?
That's no idea. Print it.
Unless they do quantitative easing.
Which
they've already done. Quantitative easing is when the government prints money.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. That's to say print money, yeah. Yeah.
They can't do that. Devalues the pound. Pushes inflation. Last month, inflation was 14.2%. So you take all those factors into account. Out of 10 countries, we were the only country that was in reverse. We're officially in recession.
Yeah. Would you agree with the term then after all that millionaires can be made from recessions?
I think, yeah, of course.
Because I think a lot of people see it as investment opportunities. You know, people trying to sell their homes, cars. Time to buy.
I think there is going to be some massive opportunities for people to invest in. I think there's going to be a lot of cheap products out there. I think there's going to be a lot of cheap property. I think there's going to be a lot of cheap shares. But this again boils down to when you feel comfortable enough to invest.
Would you say, Alfie, that it's ever too late for someone to succeed?